Okay, so
One of my friends going to German too.
Okay, you might want to stop that and let me think a minute.
the thing about my parents is that they're kind of...
Oh, okay. Let me think.
The weirdest thing about your parents, about your dad?
Ooh. Weird. Talk about how they want to follow us to high school and then wear pink moo-moos and...
No, when it's weird whenever they say, or whenever we're watching family videos and they say, we're gonna post that whenever you're graduating.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes they're like super responsible, like responsible parents and stuff. Then all of a sudden they start acting really weird, like doing weird dances and stuff. It's
Can you like
really
emulate
weird.
that? Can you like show us what they do?
I
Or
don't
is that
think
scary?
no, I don't
No?
think that's a good
Oh.
idea.
When he bowls with sandals and like knee-high socks.
You can just go to a baseball park and go flow breeze.
Probably the fact that one of them's a nuclear scientist and then one of them's an artist.
A terrible memory.
They're what?
They have a terrible memory.
They're really smart, but they talk a lot. Like they like
Dad talks a
no,
lot?
they talk a lot about like everything. Like when they try to explain something, they just talk a lot about it.
Okay.
Too much about it.
They are into computers considering how old they are
Awesome.
and how bad they are with them.
Oh, okay.
Weirdest thing about my parents is that they're both complete nerds. Even though they don't seem like it, particularly my mom, they enjoy watching nerdy things like Star Trek and Stargate and all the classic nerd stuff. And it's just not something everyone would expect about them.
At the dinner table, my dad, he'll kill me if he ever hears this. He would always smack his lips when he eats like a piece of chicken or steak, and it was pretty weird.
I have no idea. I can't think about that.
The fact that he yells at me for the littlest things, like picking up pine cones.
That's a hard question because there's so many things. I'd probably say the weirdest thing is that they met on a blind date, and I'm sure I can just picture it now. They were in the restaurant looking across the room and said, "Hey, there's another short person over there."
Weirdest thing about them is that they dye each other's hair, and yes, I know it looks really good, so good job, parents.
That they are very, very strong-willed and independent.
Everything.
Oof da. My dad loves to make awkward moments even more awkward.
Okay.
And my mom rolls with it, which is kind of weird to me. But that is also something I appreciate about
Oh yeah, that's great.
Frets about making sure everybody has everything they need all the time.
Okay.
They're children.
Like with my mom, she's not supposed to eat fatty foods or candies or things like this, but next to her recliner is this stash that she keeps hidden under the magazines that she thinks that my sister doesn't know, and so it's kind of like Shawshank Redemption, keeping things kind of hidden. So that's a.
Paul, I can't do this. They watch.
Okay, what is?
I guess the thing that I thought was weirdest growing up, and still to this day, even if they have an argument, the anger doesn't last long, and they will always they hold hands, they kiss, they hug. They're still. The anger does not linger.
They give me food.
They give me money for cleaning stuff.
Whenever I need somebody to talk to, I can always go to them.
He's incredibly forgiving.
About what they do to me, about being safe.
Being safe.
That I exist because of them.
They just always stick by me and support me in anything I do, and that they've supported me all this time and just helped me out through a lot.
That I appreciate most about them is that they're always willing to drop everything and come any distance to help their kids out. No matter what it is we ask them, they're always willing to help, and more than excited just to do it at any notice. So thanks for helping us move down here, and we love you. Bye.
Is their work ethic. They've passed that down very well, and I've always appreciated their hard work and their dedication to everything they do. They never do anything halfway. It's always 150%. Love you, Mom and Dad.
Oh dear.
Careful now.
I appreciate that they care enough to actually cook for us.
Okay.
They buy me food.
They're giving me a stress-free environment to grow up in.
Is that no matter what I do, no matter how many times I mess up, they're always going to love me and be there for me. They've always accepted all my flaws, and they've tried to teach me when I mess up that there's a better way.
I appreciate that I never question whether they love me, even though maybe I didn't always agree with them or I gave them attitude or whatever. Growing up and looking back, I never once, from a toddler to teenager to adult, have never questioned whether or not they love me.
Oh, they love me.
They love you.
Despite who I am.
That they raised me in a good Christian home.
He thinks about doing everything.
Doing everything. Okay. Yeah, like all your habits.
Yeah, everything.
Hobbies and
He
stuff.
might forget something, but he always he tries to do everything.
The fact that they loved me and took me to church.
Can I think about it?
That they're weird.
Yeah. Okay.
So that I can be weird and I won't be weird.
So you have an excuse, so it's passed down through DNA.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
All right.
exactly.
They took me to church my whole life.
Awesome.
All that he did for me, you know, and that they have the form how he loves me in different ways, but he loves me, so that's
great.
Their faithfulness, I guess, to God and to their kids, and they always took care of us, always provided for us, and they still do in a lot of ways. So.
That they've stayed together so long and they've taught us as children. Well, I know for myself that you don't just walk away.
You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh. And know they love you. And you of tender years can't know the fears that your elders grew by, and so please help them with your youth. They see the truth before they can die. parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh.